Well, hello, everybody. This is Dan Cooper. I'm the General Manager for GlyMed Plus. Today, in our Thoroughly in the Know discussion, we're going to talk about how you can build a great referral program for your aesthetic business and why you should do it right now. Let's get started with a few of my favorite quotes from people that I respect in different parts of different businesses. This one from Shiv Singh: "The purpose of a business is to create a customer who creates customers." This is so great, and it's so true. Here at GlyMed, we work really hard to try to make sure that every account that we open is an account that will be proud to be a GlyMed brand ambassador. Mark Zuckerberg, of course, CEO of Facebook, Instagram. "People influence people. Nothing influences people more than a recommendation from a trusted friend. A trusted referral influences people more than the best broadcast message. A trusted referral is the holy grail of advertising." Completely agree with that. And this last one, I think, really sums it up for me. "Customer satisfaction is worthless. Customer loyalty is priceless." And so there's a lot of discussion about customer satisfaction. How do we increase our customer satisfaction? But in fact, if we achieve loyalty, we've gone well beyond satisfaction. And the same should be true for you and your goals for your clients. First, I want to start with some definitions. So the first definition is that we'll use, as we talk through this, is a referrer. They're your existing clients, and they'll be the ones who'll be making referrals and introducing new leads to you. And a lead is someone who's not yet a client. Leads, as I just said, are your potential new clients. These are the precious gifts given to you by your current clientele. Or by friends and family. Leads can come from many different sources. They can come directly from your social media, which we'll talk about at some later point about how to optimize your social media. So a referral is the way that a lead is introduced to you, and it's a key element of your referral program. So the referral itself and how that is formed and how that comes to you is important to you, because it has to be everything you need in order to take that lead and help that lead become a new client for you. Conversion is the process wherein a lead becomes a client. So if somebody gives you, oh, here's my sister's name, one of my sister's name, for example, is Cindy. So Cindy, I want to really introduce you to Dan's Spa, and I think you're going to really enjoy the service that you get there. I'll let Dan know that you're going to reach out. So the referral is the fact that somebody told me about their sister Cindy. And the conversion is the process wherein I take that lead, that precious gift, and I turn it into something that becomes something that's so attractive to a client that they want to come and spend time with me in my spa. Now, rewards for referrers, those are the gifts that we give to a client, an existing client, who's made a referral. So these are, again, the way we reward those who provide us with those referrals. We'll talk about that in a minute. There are rewards for leads. What's the gift that you're going to give to a new client as she becomes a client for you? And we'll talk a little bit about that. And then the end-to-end set of processes is what you call your referral program. So the referral program is everything from how you describe your existing clients, how you can help them become referrers, what happens when you're given a lead, how you go through that referral, take that referral and convert them, the process of becoming a client, and then finally the idea of rewarding people who are helping you, either the people that are giving you those gifts or referrals, or those people who are becoming your new clients. And so the purpose of this is to help us understand referrals. So what I thought I would do, so given the short amount of time we have, is I thought I would just get right to some really great ideas for you to think about and to include in your referral program. And then the last slide that we'll go through will be a slide that is just nuts and bolts. What do you got to do to get a referral program up and running? So let's start with one of the most important things you can do. Never overcomplicate your business. In fact, as we talk through many, many different kinds of business ideas and concepts and topics over the next several months in this Thoroughly in the Know column that we'll do weekly, it'll become important for you to understand that one of the most important things, one of the things that I live by, is this idea that every strategy, every process, every promotion Every program has to be as simple as possible. So we want to make it super easy to describe, and you want to make it super easy to implement. So we'll go through the steps along that. The next thing is you need to be a bit of a headline writer. You need to think about taglines. For example, a tagline for a referral offer is the thing that's probably most visible. It might be at the bottom of every one of your emails. It might be something that you say to every one of your clients as they come in or as they leave. It may be something that's on the bottom of every one of your receipts or invoices. It could be the headline on your web page. So it needs to be simple and specific and memorable. So for example, I just pulled this tagline, save 25% on your next order with a referral. So that communicates how you get the 25%, what the reward is, in this case 25% discount. When do you get it? You get it on your next order. And how do you earn it? You provide a referral. So keeping it simple, helping those taglines to be 6 to 8 words, ideally less than 10, and that they capture the essence of what you're trying to do. And actually advertising, promotion, marketing, all of those things are about writing great taglines. Also, you want to reduce the friction, and you want to make it super easy, not only super simple, but super easy for your clients to refer their friends and family. We've been revamping our referral program because, frankly, we introduced too much friction. It became too hard for our sales account managers and our customer service business coordinators to be able to, we didn't reduce the friction enough for them, and it made it too hard for our accounts to earn the referral. So we're rolling out a new, simpler, in other words, we're taking our own advice here in this case in order to reduce the friction. So make it super easy. Make your program discoverable. Include it everywhere. And I've already, just as I've been talking through these first few points, I've thrown out half a dozen ways that you can think about using, making your program discoverable. It should be part of your signature on every email. It should be something that you're unafraid, that you're fearless about including in text messages. It should be on your Facebook page or Instagram page. It should be on your website if you have a website. It should be on the bags and the t-shirts and on signs on your door. It should be everywhere so that everybody knows that you reward referrals, that you're crying out for, and you really want them to invite their friends and their family. So here's a really wonderful thing. It's called social gifting. And this is where you actually give the power to your existing clients to directly gift others. And so what does that mean? It means, how a lot of coffee shops and donut shops, they give you the little card, and if you get so many orders, then they punch out those numbers or those some indications, and they count the number of holes in your card or something silly like that, and you get a free cup of coffee. But social gifting is when you allow your clients, you give them something that they can simply gift to others. So, for example, a good example of social gifting would be if I'm a spa owner, for me to say, you know what, Cindy, why don't you, if you know of anybody else that you think would love to have access to some great GlyMed products, just give them this card, and this card will mean that they get a free trial size of any of the 10 trial sizes that I keep in stock here. And so, in other words, let your clients be the ones who provide those gifts. Let them be able to share that directly without necessarily having to go through even the idea of having to go through a referral and everything else. So think about ways that you can allow the gift bearer to not just be you, but to share that with your clients to be able to gift as well. Something else I really like is this idea of mystery gifts. So you surprise your referrer. So now remember, your referrer is your existing client. So you say to your existing clients, "I've got something really cool for you. If you pass along the good word about my spa." So and everybody loves a mystery gift. So it needs to be special. It can be a retail size of something, or it could be a new service. It could be an upgraded service. We'll talk a little bit about upgrades in just a minute. But surprise them. Don't spell it all out. Don't say 25%. Just tell them that they're going to get something really special if they do this, and then make it special. And it's fun. It becomes kind of fun for everybody. Another thing that I really like, I live in New York, and in New York we have there are lots of charities, lots of community charities, and so one thing that you also can think about is how you can gift a donation to, for example, if there's a dog rescue or a cat rescue, some other form of homeless mission, food bank, all of those things which exist virtually everywhere, that you'll let your clients know that you're going to make a charity donation in their name, and allow them to become part of whatever kind of charity that you like to support in your community. And we highly recommend that. It so enriches your life if you have a favorite charity that you support. You can reward with a spa or product discount or credit. So you can offer discounts or credits. Don't have to give them money. You can simply offer them discounts. And of course, one of the things that I really like are the ideas of upgrades. So somebody wants to buy a trial size, but you upgrade them to a retail size, or somebody comes in for a basic facial and instead you give them a CBD boosted facial if they provide a referral. And the same thing can be true for the leads. What you offer them can also be stepped up services or nicer products as well. All of these rewards can work for either your referrers or for your leads in order to encourage them to become clients. And mix this up. Make this. There are 5 different ideas here for the way that you can make somebody happy, either whether they're a referrer or the lead that's becoming the new client. And you might want to mix that up. None of these, by the way, necessarily involve you having to spend cash. All of these things can be things that you already have in place. In the case of a special charity, I've known of people that donated their time, that donated extra food, that donated things, old cars. All of those things will still work without necessarily having to force you to dip into scarce cash, given this crazy time, the world that we're living in. And I think, again, what I'm going to keep saying over and over is don't overthink it. And it's better to be in the game today and then to improve and optimize and sharpen your referral program as you go than it is to try to end with you having figured everything out. Let's get it out there. Let's get moving on this. Okay, so I want to finish up with the steps that you have to do, the minimal number of steps. Let's keep it really simple. So the first thing I want you to do is make a list of all of your clients right now. And then I want you to prioritize them. I want you to think about, what do you know about them? Something that we're going to talk about in future versions and future sessions together is this idea of really knowing your clients, being able to categorize your clients, and then understanding how you can adjust your menu and how you can change the offer based on the kinds of clients that you have, and how you can begin to specialize or generalize. You can go either way as you come to know your clients better. So in this particular case, create a priority list of your clients. Write it down. Go A to Z with your clients. And then give some thought to what you know about them and how they might be able to help. For example, if you know somebody has adult children, then they are, and if they are a longtime client of yours, then you need to just determine what the offer would be that would become attractive to their children. If they have women, daughters, or if they have sons, how can you think about how your spa can offer something unique to those individuals? And so tailor the offer, the reward, for example, or whatever the lead is going to get for these different clients. Tailor it a little bit. Think carefully about it. So once you've got your prioritized list of people you want to make sure that you talk about your new referral program with, then you want to work on that personalized tagline. And you might have a whole bunch of taglines that you use depending on the kind of clients you have. For example, if you have clients who you know have teenage children for whom acne is always a concern, okay, work on an acne tagline. If you're primarily working with people with, for example, with conditions like rosacea. Then think about what a rosacea tagline might be. And this month is Rosacea Month, and of course we're providing lots of additional education around rosacea, so be sure and take advantage of all that additional content. But again, make your personalized taglines personalized. Decide on the actual or intrinsic rewards. Now remember, an actual reward is a discount, a credit, a service, an upgrade. An intrinsic reward is when people just feel good, so social gifting, for example. So all of your rewards can be a mixture of actual rewards, things that have monetary value or that have service value, or can be those things that simply make people feel good about themselves. And don't forget that that's an important part of rewards. Decide on the rewards for the leads as they become new clients. I think we've been sort of talking about as we go through. Recognize your top referrers. So as people start to give you referrals, begin to recognize them. And as you recognize them, begin to think about getting some testimonials from them. But also as you recognize them, reward them differently. Offer them a much higher level of upgraded service, for example. Tailor something. Offer to do something special for one of their friends who might be a little bit depressed. Again, intrinsic rewards. Offer to provide a product to somebody who they're saying is in need. Recognize them, listen to them, and make them not only the source of testimonials, but also the foundation that you build your business on. Offer discounts and upgrades instead of dollars. Let's think about how we can do things without necessarily having to spend cash, given that cash is very scarce right now, given the current health crisis. And then the last thing I want to just talk about is make sure you base your referral program on your Regen retail store. Now, if you don't yet have a Regen retail store, you really need to get one in place. We're providing, I think last week, we sent out almost $100,000 in revenue, direct deposits into our store owners' accounts for the at-home purchases that their clients are making. So use the referral program as a way to build your Regen retail store business. And remember that no matter how long we might be sheltering at home, the Regen retail store can continue, because we're going to keep our fulfillment system open and operating absolutely as much as we can, as often as we can. So we're going to continue to fulfill and pay you on those orders that come in for the home care for your clients. So let's try to build that. Let's get that referral program out. And the last thing I want to end you with is now is the time for you to start making recommendations and doing virtual aesthetic services, because it can be a continuing source of weekly income for you. And we believe every one of our pro accounts, the thousands and thousands and thousands of pro accounts we have, every one of them could still be maintaining a payment stream if we can get these online sales so that their sheltering at home clients can still place these orders, receive these great products, still have great skin, even as we are continuing to go through this health crisis. I want to just end, as always, folks, with be safe, wash your hands. Don't have to tell you all that, but let's make sure that we all stay safe. You're in our prayers, and we're so grateful and glad to have you as part of our GlyMed family. This is Dan Cooper signing out until next week.